Hey, welcome back here once again to the Butte Civic Center Frontier Conference tournament action here with the Frontier Conference, Paul Panisco, and the lovely and talented John Thatcher as well, as we get ready for our nightcap here of day one, as MSU-Northern taking on the Bruins out of Bellevue. The Northern Lights come in, the number 7 seed in Frontier Conference play, and Bellevue number 2 on the men's side of the bracket.
Yeah, Bellevue, the extreme heavy favorite here. The only difference I got to say is that Northern's got an extremely good coach. We got two different personalities facing each other here. Bellevue likes to get it up and go and play aggressive defense. Northern is more of a clock management team. Coach Hughes knows that he does not have the athletic ability that all these teams have across the floor and down the bench. So he uses the time clock well. He'll get the break if he doesn't have it, but they also will play good, solid defense.
Well, let's look here at the matchup between the two teams coming into this ball game. Both teams pretty high offensively. Northern averaging just under 80 points a game. The Bruins 81 points a game. Northern shooting at 50% clip thus far. The Bruins come in at 48%. As you look down through here, it's pretty darn nip and tuck here. You've got 72 points a game allowed by Northern, 69 for Bellevue, and both teams are allowing their opponent to shoot just about 45% from the floor. So as far as numbers go, there's not a whole lot of separation between the two schools.
No, and the only reason I say Bellevue's the favorite, because they finished higher. Yep. That's the only reason.
Exactly.
I know what Coach Hughes and the squad are capable of. But,
how many times have we seen it?
Yeah,
what coach?
A lot of too many times. Yeah, so it's just I'm going by the numbers that everybody looks at. Well, They finished 7, they finished 2, they're going to win. Well, no, but you can think that way.
All right, so as we get ready for the start of this one, again, thanks for joining us as we are on the men's side of the bracket. So as of today, the Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears battled their way into the semifinals as they beat Mayville, a spirited Mayville team in the second half especially. Rocky was up 22. And then Mayville came storming back and made one heck of a basketball game out of it towards the end. But Rocky, the number 1 overall seed, does hold on. They advance to the semifinal. They'll take on either Western or Montana Tech. Those two teams will play at 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, Rocky is a tempo control team, which totally threw Coach John Thatcher off the table because I hadn't seen him play all year. And when you are as controlled as that, if you don't shoot the ball well, the other team's going to stay in it, and that's exactly what happened.
So on the other side of the bracket is where we will do some damage here tonight. Bellevue taking on Northern. Again, Bellevue number 2, Northern number 7. And the winner of this one will take on either Carroll or Dakota State. Carroll, the 3 seed, Dakota State is the 6th seed, and that is the final quarterfinal game tomorrow at 7:30. Then we'll go to the semifinals on Sunday.
Okay, looking forward to all that action.
Yeah, it's going to be awful good. So Bellevue taking on Northern. Let's take a look here at your starters. We'll start things off for Northern, and they're starting 5. Austin Ramos, Clayson Delp, Leon Sayers the 4th, Oscar Pula, and Cinque Maxwell will get the start here for the Lights out of MSU Northern.
I like that roster. I know, I believe it's Delp. There's Ramos that is the big scorer. One of those two on the team. I can't remember.
Well,
I'm old. I read it and I forgot it.
So I'm not far behind you, to be completely honest. Ramos comes in as the leading scorer, and actually there's not a whole lot of separation. Ramos is their leading scorer, but Leon Sayers the 4th and Maxwell both just right behind him, honestly. There's not a whole lot of separation, but high-power offense for Coach Hughes.
Yeah, if they're shooting 50% from the floor, they can knock it down. It doesn't matter who has the ball.
On the other side for Bellevue, the starting 5, and of course it starts with Ahmad Bynum. Bynum wearing number 11. He has the ability to just absolutely go off. Liam Thompson had a really nice game against Montana Tech the last time we saw this Bellevue team. Jaden Phillips, loved the way he plays the game. You've got R.J. Smith and J.J. Montgomery also in the starting lineup for the Bellevue Bruins.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the challenge of each one to control the clock, basically to control the clock. The other one, get it up and go and see what the break does for him.
So we have 20 minutes on the clock as the guys get introduced on the floor. You see Northern in the maroon with the yellow And the Bruins on the other side wearing the white with purple trim. Again, thanks for joining us here. Frontier Conference tournament action here with the Frontier Conference. And looking forward to this one. This men's side, we talked about it in the last game, and you and I have talked about it extensively, especially in our preview podcast that we did on Roll Digs. But this men's side of the bracket especially, you're 1, you're 2, you're 3. The seeds are good. But this is a tournament that it feels like you could run 10 times and you would have a different winner anytime you rolled the dice.
I like the way you put that because that's exactly what this tournament's all about. Although I do think historically over the years this tournament was run, the 1 or 2 team has always won it. Mm-hmm. But this is different now. There's 12 teams and they battle, and I don't think there's really somebody who can say, well, we won it, but we're not afraid to play anybody now. Well, you should be, because a letdown will cost you.
So we are ready to roll here as, again, Northern taking on Bellevue. Thanks for joining us here with the Frontier Conference. Our final game of the night. We'll be back into action tomorrow at noon on the women's side. And certainly something to look forward to. Let me make sure we have... Oh, I forgot we'll have our champions of character again.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Saw Coach Hughes tell them all they were heading for the floor. He said, nope, take 5 over here. We got a star in the making.
Yeah, so our champions of character will be announced. We'll turn up our crowd mic here so we can hear the dulcet tones of Tommy O'Neill as the microphone cuts in and out. But the champions of character, we've had 1 from each team given out for each game thus far during the quarterfinals. And that will continue here tonight. As I look over to the entrance, Coach Chris Mowat enters the building.
The man, the myth, the legend, Coach Mowat.
One of my absolute favorite humans in the world. Just recently went into the MSU-Northern Hall of Fame.
Well, he's been there close to 20 years. He's certainly done the job there, no question.
What years did he coach with you?
Oh,
that was a hard question. I'm sorry.
I think maybe 2001 to maybe 2000, 2004.
Okay.
I don't know if he's there 1 year, 2 years, whatever. He was an experience. I loved him. He's one of my favorite people on earth.
Yep.
Crabby.
Oh, I mean,
opinionated.
Eeyore smiles more than Chris Mowat does.
He does.
Just love the guy. There aren't many people that care more about athletes.
No.
You think about what he has done and the money that he has raised. I can't tell you how much I appreciate Chris Mowat. We'll talk about that more tomorrow when his ladies play.
I will say this about him. He has the nicest mother and father on earth. I played basketball against his dad.
Okay.
His dad told him I was a beast.
Ball goes in the oar, and Northern will control.
The only compliment I ever got as a player. Here we go.
Delp will bounce pass it up top. As trying to find an opening, nothing there. Will come to Maxwell. Maxwell calling for help. He'll move it out on the left wing to Pula. Pula down on the block. Shot is up and in. Leon Sayers, the 4th.
Oh, that was pretty easy and a nice pass over the top.
So Sayers will roll it in. Northern will grab the early lead. Bellevue around the screen with it. Johal through the lane. His shot won't go. Loose ball picked up by Northern. Thought Johal might get a chance at that one off after it bounced off the floor. Northern around the screen up top. Pass comes here on the near side. Maxwell. Sayers going to fire. That one no good. Had a little bit of an opening. The senior from Spokane decided to let her rip. That one goes off the toe, and Northern will go the other way. Pass down in the far deep left corner, Ramos. Ramos, baseline take, tries a reverse shot up off the glass, nothing there. And Bellevue will bring her back the other way. Bruins into the offensive side. Pass here near to Jall. Top of the key, 3 ball is on the way, and it rolls in. Nice roll by Rodriguez.
That's about the 4th shot I've seen die on the back of that rim.
Boy, they absolutely die back there, don't they?
They have tonight.
Bellevue leading 3-2. And I'll tell you, the Rim has been very kind to the three-point line tonight, if you haven't been with us all day long. Our opening game with Dakota State, we had more three attempts in that thing than I've come across in my life, I think. And both teams on that women's side of the bracket were absolutely on, Dakota State and Bismarck State. In trouble, Maxwell forced to fire. That one hits rim. No shot clock violation, but Bellevue with a rebound back the other way. They lead by 1. Loose, trying to get to it. Nice job as Lana will come out with it. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul on the inside. 17:46 left to play here in the first half.
Both teams just kind of feeling each other out here right now.
Substitution for Northern as Luke Holacek will check in. Holacek, a junior from Spokane, transfer from Walla Walla Community College. Looking to get on the inside. Shot no, tipped out. And it will be Bellevue basketball. Bellevue, long range three is up and out, no good.
Yeah, they're Northern very pleased with that. They'll give that kind of shot up any time. There's no reason to go out and defend that heavily.
Down the floor come the lights. Controlling is Maxwell. Up top to Sayers. They'll move it around on the right wing. Bellevue leading by 1. Each team with a field goal thus far to get us started. Little head fake there by Maxwell. Cuts through the key. Nothing open. Hands it off to Delp. Delp in the corner to Maxwell. We're going to get a whistle and a foul on the other side of the floor. And a holding call is going to be charged against Bynum.
Yeah, Coach Hughes' team being very patient offensively, looking for a good shot.
So Ahmad Bynum will be called with the hold. Northern, pass goes out on the right side, Maxwell. Inside, it's taken away. Nice steal by Phillips. Phillips down the floor, Thompson back to Phillips. He's going to fire from downtown. That one hits the front of the iron, no good. Northern will go the other direction. Ramos quickly stops, rolls it down on the inside. Turning, facing. Sayers looking to make his way. Good defensive pressure. Sayers nowhere to go. Comes up top. 3-ball by Delp. No good. Defensive rebound, Thompson. He'll hand it off to Bynum, and Bynum will bring it into the offensive zone. Bynum around a high screen. Dribbling left. Down the left side of the paint. Jump stop. Pulls up. Hits it off the glass. No good. And that's Northern basketball.
Good rim protection by Northern.
Pass down to the baseline. Maxwell. Comes out on the edge to Holacek. Into Sayers. Delp back to Sayers. Top of the key. 3-point shot. Rims out. And Bynum with the rebound.
Nobody knocking anything down here.
Only 2 field goals so far. A little over 4 minutes into it. Bynum down to the block to Smith. Big R.J. Smith backing it up. He'll put it up with the right hand. His shot rolls out. Huge rebound by Maxwell.
Typical Northern team. They are walking it down. They're running their stuff. They're playing great defense.
So the bounce pass will come up top to Holacek. Around a screen, Delp now to Sayers. Nice pass on the interior. Great step by Holacek, and he'll get the basket. Boy, just slaloming through traffic that time. He rolls it in. Northern up 4-3.
Excellent footwork to get to the rim.
5 minutes gone here in the ball game. Thompson all the way up top. Picks up his dribble, lobs it down to the big man. Trying to fight for position. His shot somehow gets in for Smith. That was a tough shot for Smith. He had guys draped on him. So Northern looking to try and grab the lead here. Around to screen Ramos. Delp lobs it down to Sayers, and a foul going to go against Thompson.
Yeah, they're playing him over the top, which is kind of surprising me. They've thrown that lob 3 times. Created 2 fouls and got a score. So
we have a timeout on the floor, so with it, we'll take one. Bellevue leading Northern 5-4. Frontier Conference tournament action from the Civic Center. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in just a few.
Hi, Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Back here after the timeouts as Bellevue leading 5-4 here in the first couple minutes. JT, what are you seeing out of the gate, my friend?
Well, I see one team, Northern, being extremely patient. They're getting some good looks. They're not shooting the ball extremely well. And I see Bellevue pushing it. They shot some threes early without any success. Now they're trying to look inside a little bit, so we'll see if they've changed up on what they're going to do. I doubt it. This team likes to shoot the three and go the hole. Northern does a good job defensively keeping the ball in front of them.
Substitutions in for Bellevue as Maddock and Jall both into the ball game, it looks like. Northern inbounds left wing. Rifles it through the lane, right-handed to the rack. It's up and in. That's a nice take by Ramos.
That was just a nice play. Great job. Executed out of the timeout.
Bounce pass goes out on the left side. Nice baseline pass, cycling through the center. Shot off the front of the rim, no good. Had what they wanted, just couldn't get that one to go in. And Northern back into the offensive side. Poke checked away there for a minute by Jall. Good movement on the perimeter. Here on the near side, Gillett. Gillett with his first minutes here in this ball game. Drive through the lane, pass out. Three-point shot is on the way. That one won't go. Defensive rebound, Butler. Butler to Halliburton. Halliburton across the timeline, hands it off. Jall. Now we'll go to Montgomery. Back out to Jall in the corner. Driving down the right side of the paint, floater to the rack. It won't fall that time. Good looking shot. Halliburton put his body between he and the defender, and that one just wouldn't go.
Northern's playing really good defense right now.
6-5. Northern by 1. And here comes Bellevue back the other way. Great defense on the interior as Matak comes out with it. Now it's stolen the other way. Numbers across the paint to the basket. Back out to the wing. Three-point shot is on the way and good.
That was creative. All the way from I might make this layup to let's hit a three.
Ramos will knock down the three, and Northern goes up 9-5. Northern with the early momentum here in this one. Move the pass across. Montgomery, J.J. Montgomery, dribble drive into the paint, puts it up at the right hand, no. Offensive rebound, nice job coming down on that one is Matak. So Matak will clear it out to Halliburton, and Halliburton will set it up. Halliburton through the lane, nice take. His shot rims out. Boy, they've had some high percentage shots, some good looks. They just haven't been able to get them down.
Northern's changed up their defense that time, went in zone, 2-3 zone.
4-point advantage here for Northern. Lights spinning, ball stripped away, loose on the ground. Turnover will go to the Bruins. Here comes Montgomery the other way. Montgomery fakes the wing, goes to the baseline, pass into the corner. Three-point shot off the front of the rim, no good that time as Jall tried to knock it down.
I don't think he's the key three-point shooter on this team, so probably not a good shot.
We're going to get a whistle and a foul on the interior right now. Bellevue trying to buy one, shooting 15% from the floor. They're 2 of 13 as a team. Northern shooting 36% so far in the first half.
I don't feel like Bellevue's using their athleticism right now in this game. They seem to really be missing a lot of bunny shots.
Ramos in the paint, double teamed, in trouble. Now we're going to get a jump ball call, and that will go to Bellevue. Yeah, Bellevue honestly has started this kind of flat right now.
Yes.
We'll see if they're able to
I think they have.
Yeah, maybe drop a gear and see if they can get the RPMs up a little bit. Northern leading 9-5. Again, Northern shooting nearly 40%. And Bellevue at 15% currently. Around a screen, driving is Phillips. Phillips with the left hand of the rack. He's going to get it in the foul. So Phillips will get it and the foul here. The personal, we'll see. And the personal foul is going to be charged to, let's see here. It looks like Sayers is going to get it. Leon Sayers, the fourth, will pick up the personal. So Phillips at the line, shooting one. Jaden Phillips, an 81% free throw shooter. Averages 15 a game. And he knocks that one down. Northern by 1. 9-8. Into the offensive side, Maxwell. Bounce pass, Sayers. Now into the hands of Holacek. Holacek. Up top, dribbling right with it is Maxwell. Northern waiting for the shot. Holacek off the glass and in.
That was great patience on offense. Ran a lot of the clock down.
Holacek knocks down the banking three, and the Lights go up by 4. Through the lane, follow-away jumper is out. Rimmed in and out for Phillips. And the Lights will go the other way. Sayers, pass left to Gillett. Maxwell. Holacek, Sayers trying to get set up in the block, and instead now he comes up toward the top of the key. Gillett will hand it to him. Down on the block, Holacek, good spin to his left hand, and he'll knock down the easy one.
Yeah, and he's the stronger of the two post players there, and he set that up real well. They let him sit right on their lap.
So Holacek with the basket. And back the other way comes Bellevue. Northern leads by 6. Ball stripped away, but Thompson able to retrace and pick it up. He'll clear it out to Phillips. Shot clock down to 8. Phillips down the right side of the paint. Turns, follow-away jumper is in. Boy, they needed that one. That's a nice-looking shot by Phillips.
They got the clock down to where they wanted.
And Northern with a 4-point lead into the offensive zone. Holacek outside the arc. Pass comes up top with the ball, and that one's going to be poke-checked away.
I think
we're going to get a foul.
Yep.
My apologies. So a foul is going to be charged.
Had to run out of the back Civic Center to get the ball. It almost went through the garage back there.
We have a timeout on the floor, so we'll take one. Frontier Conference tournament action as we're here with the Frontier Conference, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in just a few. .36 left to play here in this first half. Northern leading 14-10. The pace of this ball game is right where Northern wants it. Otherwise, when you look at the first 10 minutes of this half, JT, what really jumps out at you?
Belleville's not pushing the basketball at all. They're really penetrating. They have missed a ton of bunny shots. They should be automatic. But Northern is patiently making them play their game.
And almost doesn't it, like there's no sense of urgency there for Bellevue.
Not right now.
We'll see if that can change here as we make our way through the back half of the first half. Northern leading 14-10. Lights will bring it in. MSU-Northern lobs it out to Sayers. Sayers hands it off. Around a screen, comes back to him. Sayers going to fire, and he gets another one. Sayers with 5 points. And Northern leading 17-10. Frontier Conference tournament action here from the Butte Civic Center. Smith slashing to the basket through the double team. And a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, he got him before the shot.
I believe Sayers is going to pick up the personal. That's his second. So you got to make sure that Sayers doesn't get his third, and they will bring him out.
Well, Bellevue has the size and power advantage right now down on the block. We'll just see if he can operate.
Smith has been out for a little while.
Yeah.
Pass comes up top to Smith. He'll fire it left, now gets it back. Smith backing it up. Smith, nice pass underneath to Thompson. His shot no good. And on the rebound, a whistle and a foul from the baseline.
Excellent foul. That was an easy putback. He missed the initial shot. Easy putback, but they've brought in the beast, in my estimation, to go down and work the post.
Pass comes in left side. Smith underneath. His shot won't go. It goes out of bounds, and that will be Bellevue basketball. As trying to come down with that loose ball was Maxwell and just unable to contain it.
Well, there's a little force of brutality on his back.
Just a little bit.
That is a big man.
The inbound. Phillips, leading scorer right now for Bellevue with 5. He's looking to add to that. He does not. Smith, monster rebound, and he's fouled. Holacek underneath the basket is going to pick up the shove. Northern's posts are, well, that's only his first. The Holacek's first. I was thinking it was his second, and I was going to say the posts for Northern starting to get into a little foul trouble here. Still could be the case, but we'll see. Inlet to Phillips. Phillips finishes. Northern back the other way, a 5-point lead for the Lights. Coach Hughes and company. Far right side. Pass comes here across. Now down in the deep corner. Spin move. Gillett. He hasn't shot the ball yet here today. They'll readjust to the offense as a shot clock down to 6. Maxwell, bounce pass comes up top. Step back, 3-point shot at the buzzer, and that one no good. Bellevue back the other way. Good defensive stand. Across the timeline, Bynum. Bynum inside to Smith. Smith forces his way up. Shot no good. Swatted to the ground. Northern basketball.
Well, they got the right idea. He just missing point-blank layups.
Gillett the other way. And that one's going to go out of bounds, and it will remain Northern basketball. So Northern will keep the basketball.
They're going to check this out.
I think Coach Gabriel asked them to. And we haven't brought that up yet. Look at Coach Gabriel in the suit.
I know. I was going to say that before the game. That's how every coach should dress.
That is good.
A la Pat Riley, L.A. Lakers.
That is good stuff. So Lucas Gabriel will bring them together. He wants to look and see if that is. And honestly, from this, I don't have a look at it. But it was right in front of him, and he seems for sure that one was knocked out, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. The player was sure that he didn't touch it.
So the teams gathering up, the officials looking at the replay. 7:53 left to play here in this first half. Northern leading 17-12. Defensive battle thus far as these two just kind of changing punches. Northern shooting 47% from the floor. Bellevue at 25%. The difference is Bellevue's taken 5 more shots. Northern 3 of 9 from the three-point line. Bellevue 1 of 4.
I'll bet you Bellevue has missed 8 shots point blank within 2 to 3 feet.
Yes. So the officials still looking at the replay. They're going to come out and huddle it up here, see what they want to do for dinner. And now the officials will overturn it. So it will be Bellevue basketball. So good use of the review. And again, it happened right in front of the Bellevue bench, and they all seemed dead set sure that was the case.
Everybody jumped up to vote on that one.
7, not knowing it's not a democratic society with the officials. Bellevue, pass goes left side. As out there with it, controlling is Halliburton. Down on the block, Smith fights his way to the rack, gets the basket and the foul. Great take by the big man. As R.J. Smith rolls it in, he has 4 points. He will shoot 1.
Yeah, he's going to be a difference maker down there. They really don't have an individual who can handle him. They may have to go double up to keep him under control. He is strong.
And he was on the bench for a while.
Yeah.
Smith, free throw, good.
Not only that, he wasn't being used.
How are those M&Ms?
You want some?
Nope, I'll pass. Thanks. 2-point lead for Northern. Bellevue starting to claw their way back here. We've only seen one run, and that came out of Northern. And it wasn't much of one, but it was enough to balloon it out a little bit. We'll see as this one continues. Spinning up top with it, Delp. 3-point shot is on the way. Money. Big-time shot by Geldy. So Geldy, the freshman out of Fairview, will put Northern back up by 5. Phillips hands it off. Driving through the lane. Pump fake once. Shot off the glass and in. That's a nice-looking shot as Phillips able to put it down.
The entire game, Bellevue has gotten deep into that paint.
Yeah.
Inside that arc down there in the key.
7 minutes left to play here in the first half. Northern leads by 3. As Northern, pass comes up top. Switch dribble, Maxwell. Maxwell attacks, hits the bottom of the rim, and now we'll get a whistle. And whistle took a second to get there, but that will be the case. So going to the foul line is going to be Maxwell, the junior. He gets shaken up a little bit.
Well, he hit the floor hard.
That he did. So Maxwell at the foul line here for the Lights. Northern leading 20-17. And Maxwell will shoot his first. Maxwell gets the ball for attempt number 2. He's an 80% free throw shooter. Northern is a very good free throw shooting team, and most of Coach Hughes' teams do shoot the free throw well. Maxwell's second is good. Northern's lead is 4, 21-17. Into the offensive side comes Bellevue. Pass goes right side. And a long range 3, no good. Tipped out, Northern basketball. Good hustle, quickly the other way. Delp up top, 3-point shot is on the way and good. Big time 3-point shot that time as Holacek drains it. Northern goes up by 7.
No hesitation. Knew exactly what he was going to do as soon as he caught it.
24-17, Northern up over Bellevue. We have a timeout on the floor, so we'll take one. We're back here to the Civic Center after this.
I think there was a lot of personal growth for me at Rocky. I think I didn't have to be a police officer 24/7 or an art student 24/7, that I could actually do both at the same time.
It's a wonderful institution staffed by wonderful, caring professionals.
Until you get onto the campus and dive into what it actually has to offer, I think you'll find that there's probably something here for you.
Back here once again to the Butte Civic Center. Frontier Conference tournament action. Northern goes up by 7 as the Lights stretch their lead out here a little bit, shooting 53% from the floor. Bellevue at 30% as of right now. Bellevue separation, baseline jumper, and that one will not go for Bynum. Lights the other way. Bynum still scoreless right now. He's 0 of 5 from the floor. Northern, far right side, driving through the lane. Nice take. Boy, good job by Ramos. Switching hands mid-flight. And he puts that one up and down. Northern by 11.
Nice shot.
Maxwell. Spinning down on the inside is Butler. Butler clears it all the way back out to Phillips. Jaden Phillips has a gap. Phillips to the lane. Gets it, and the foul, Jaden Phillips. It's a great take by big Jaden Phillips.
Well, Bellevue's been going hard, or not hard. They've been going to the bucket all night long, but now they're starting to take it with some tenacity and get into the hoop.
Jaden Phillips will go to the line here. Phillips, 81% from the foul line. And shooting one here for the Bruins. So Phillips puts that one down. 6-point lead for Northern. Lights going the other way. Across the timeline, Delp puts on the brakes to Holacek. Holacek, right side. Trying to find a gap over there is Ramos. Step back in the high post. Back to Ramos. He's going to turn and fire from deep, but he strokes it.
Well, that's a great shot. That'd be 30 feet.
Ramos, 10 points. Northern by 9.
Can't defend that.
Under 5 minutes left to play here in this first half. Bounce pass to Matok. As that one to Halliburton. Halliburton inside to Matok. Matok backing it up. Trying to find somewhere to go. That one, it rattles around, and Northern out with it. Ramos, switch to the right hand. Ramos to the rack, and he gets it. Boy, he saw the defender, the second defender down the floor, wasn't coming with him. Step through, pass, Thompson. Thompson steps into the double team, and jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Northern.
Everything is favoring Northern right now. They're really playing smart basketball.
Yeah, they are just getting after it, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor. An outstanding first half for Northern right now. As the Lights leading 31-20. Bellevue will take a full timeout, so therefore, so will we. 4:16 left to play here in the first half.
Nucor is a great company. They care about their people. They care about the environment.
I've never been restricted to fall in a box. I've never been told that I can't do something.
I saw it as a great opportunity to develop a career.
You create your own destiny at Nucor.
We're building something bigger out here at Nucor. Come join us.
Frontier Conference tournament action on the men's side here this evening. MSU-Northern leading 31-20. And they are on a tear right now, shooting 60% from the floor, 50% from the three-point line. On the other side, Bellevue shooting 30.8%, and that is as high as they have been this entire first half. It has been Northern's pace, their defensive tenacity to this point. And the other part of that is, we talked about it, that Bellevue just has started this game rather flat, and honestly, no real sense of urgency out of the Bruins early.
No, not at all. And, you know, when you do the pace thing like the last two teams we watch in Northern, it puts other teams to sleep. They just lose a lot of what has gotten them here.
Ramos. Smith is back on the floor for Bellevue. I personally like that a lot. Holacek double-teamed out to the edge. Three-point shot is on the way. Delp drains it. 14-point lead for Northern. And Bellevue, Thompson will hand it off to Halliburton. Halliburton attacks with the left hand. That's a great take by Jermaine Halliburton. That's his first field goal. He's 1 of 3 on the day. Northern's lead is 12. Northern, they're going to run 3 wide, high-low. Ramos wants the baseline. Good defensive pressure. They'll move it all the way across. Spin move. Back to the rack. That's a great take by the freshman as Trayson Gillett shows the agility on the baseline, and the young man from Box Elder gets his first field goal.
He was a big impact player last year. I did the state championship game, and he was really good.
Nice shot the other way as Jaden Phillips falls away and knocks it down. Phillips has 12 for Bellevue. He has half their scoring right now. Northern into the offensive side. With the basketball is Gillett. Up to Ramos. Ramos around a high screen. Switch to the left hand. Pass into the corner. Now to the wing, and it's knocked out of bounds.
Right idea. Had the shooter. Just should have put it on the floor back to him.
I'm not sure Ramos shouldn't have just taken that right to the rack.
Yeah, you're probably right. Well, I think he had a 3 or the take, but he decided to hit the shooter on the outside.
Northern by a dozen. The inbound to Gillett. Gillett around a screen. Shot clock at 3. He'll move it across. Jump shot, no. Smith is there for the rebound. This Bellevue team has been very different when Smith has been on the floor against Northern tonight. Three-point shot, no good. Defensive rebound, Gillett. Gillett steps through, top of the horn, moves to his lefts. Up top, three-point shot is on the way, no good. Defensive rebound brought in, and back comes Bynum. Bynum very quiet tonight. He's 0 of 6 to Phillips. Phillips down the left side of the paint, falling to his left. His shot no good. Tremendous rebound, Northern. Jelly goes up. The freshman hauls that one in.
Now we're going to run some offense for 20 seconds here.
The lead is a dozen. Great pass inside. The finish won't go, but it's taken away. Holacek gets it back. Holacek. Gillett for three. Gillett drains it, and the foul. Gillett with a chance at a 4-point play.
You want to talk about a team playing with confidence right now. Northern is really relaxed, and it's just fun to watch how they're setting everything up.
1:37 left to play here in this first half. And at the foul line is Gillett. Again, the freshman out of Box Elder. Box Elder, almost always one of the more fun teams you're ever going to watch play the game of basketball.
Yeah, they come to play every game.
Driving, Bynum, floater from 8. That's his first field goal. So Bynum gets his first field goal. He's 1 of 7. Northern by 13. And Northern gets into the offensive zone and calls a timeout. $1:20 left to play here in the first half. Was there some jawing going on?
Not that I could see. I was looking to see what Coach Hughes was thinking about down here. And, you know, he's got a bunch in the sack. He's been coaching around quite a while, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him come out here with a quick backdoor play for a bucket. I always try to guess what coaches are trying to do out of the timeout. Usually I'm wrong.
Hughes talking to the official. It looks like deciding where the ball is going to be inbounded from. So the official over chatting with the coaching staff from Northern. $1:20 left to play here in the first half. Northern leads by 13. And this is the style of street fight that Northern lives for. You know, they want to get into these games that are low scoring, where teams are talking themselves after missing shots, where people are getting shoved around, and nothing comes easy. And that is Coach Hughes basketball.
That is Coach Hughes basketball. Take it if you got it. Otherwise, lull them to sleep with your offense.
So Northern will inbound right on the edge of the Bellevue bench. Again, 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining here in the first half. A 13-point lead for the Lights. Hand off to Delp. Delp looks back to coach for the call. Spins to his right hand. There's a high screen set for him. Instead, they drop it out. Driving. Double team. Follow-away jumper. Hits the front of the iron for Maxwell. No good. And back the other way we go. We haven't seen Sayers on the floor for a while for Northern. Bynum goes up with the left hand and gets it. Bynum starting to take control here. Back-to-back baskets for him. And the lead is 11 for Northern. Montana around the edge. Montana State University Northern. Near side. Three-point shot. Gillett strokes it. Trayson Gillett puts it down.
They're not letting Bellevue climb back into this.
Step back, Bynum, and he knocks down the three. So Bynum gets the answer.
One shot, see what they got designed.
15 seconds remaining here in the first half. Into the offensive side. Gillett attacking. He's going to pop it up from the right elbow. His shot no good. Bynum with the rebound and a late whistle.
Not what he wanted to do with 4 seconds on the clock. You don't want to send him to the free throw line.
A 90-foot foul with 4 seconds left. Pula will pick up the personal. And will walk the other way and shoot the 1-and-1. 42-31, Northern by 11. And that will put Bynum at the line. 81% free throw shooter in Bynum. He has jumped up to 7 points here tonight. Well, he went about 15 minutes without a shot down And from that point, he has not missed here in a little while.
No, he's excellent at all the things he does. This guy's a basketball player.
So Bynum will shoot one more. And he knocks that one down. So Bynum goes 2-2. Northern leads by 9. And the Lights will look to inbound here. Full court pressure applied by Bellevue. They'll send him out in motion. Down to 2 seconds. One. Gillett will fire from 35, and that one no good. We have 1 half in the books, and Northern's lead is 9. The Lights up over the Bruins. Frontier Conference tournament action here from the Butte Civic Center. We'll take a break. We'll come back, give you the numbers and more in just a few.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Back here once again to the Butte Civic Center, our fourth and final game here of day one of the Frontier Conference, as Northern leading by 9, 42-33 over the Bruins out of Bellevue. JT, give us your take on the first 20 minutes, my friend.
Well, Coach Hughes came in here with a game plan, and they're working it, and they are actually lulling Bellevue to sleep. At times, Bellevue's very aggressive, and other times they just kind of go to sleep on the floor. So Northern do what they have to win this basketball game. They are not they're not the type of team going to run it up and down the floor. They're not going to control the boards. But they can control that time clock, and they've done that very well in the first half.
Yeah, you certainly know that is going to be the case. Now let's take a look here at numbers. We'll start things off for Bellevue. They're shooting 39.4% from the floor. They're 13 of 33, 2 of 7 from downtown for 29%, and they're a perfect 5 of 5 from the free throw line thus far. They have 2 turnovers is all in the first half, as we have not seen hardly any turnovers in the first 20 minutes of this game.
Been a clean game from that standpoint.
Very much so. Individually for the Bruins, they're led by Jaden Phillips with 14 points. Jaden is 6 of 10 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the line. He has 14 points for the Bruins, their leading scorer. Mont Bynum sits with 9 points, and all of those coming in the last 5 minutes, if not less, to be honest. He was like 0 of 7 at one point, and then he just kind of uncorked, knocked down 3 straight shots, went to the foul line, got those, 9 points, 5 rebounds for Ahmad Bynum. R.J. Smith with 5 points and 3 rebounds. J.J. Montgomery has 3 points as of right now, and Halliburton rounds out the scoring for Bellevue as he is 1 of 3 from the floor for 2 points for Bellevue there in the first 20 minutes, 33 points in that time frame. On the other side for MSU-Northern, they have 42 points thus far. They're shooting 55% from the floor. They're 16 of 29, 9 of 17 from downtown, hitting 53% so far, and 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Northern also only 2 turnovers. 4 combined turnovers in this ball game is all.
Well, the perimeter defense is not really aggressive by either team. They're letting them pretty much run their stuff and not getting in passing lanes and not trapping the ball. So there's no reason to have a lot of turnovers right now. Right now, it's come down to who's shooting the ball the best, and Northern happens to be the team doing that.
Northern has 2 guys in double digits. They're led by Austin Ramos with 10. He's 4 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 4 from the three-point line. Luke Holacek also has 10 points on the day for Northern, 4 of 5 from the floor, and 2 of 2 from downtown. From there, Trayson Gillett, the young freshman, has had a fantastic first half coming off the bench. He was an absolute spark plug. Went 2 of 3 from downtown. He has 8 points. Geldy has 5. Leon Sayers, the 4th, also has 5, but Sayers was on the bench a long time. He picked up 2 fouls early.
He was.
And I feel like after they pulled him with 2, he didn't come back in.
Well, sometimes you have players that go out and perform, and that's what happens. You end up staying on the bench.
Clayson Delp has 3 points, and Maxwell has 1, as he is 1 of 2 from the free throw line as of right now. Northern leading 42-33 as we get ready for the second half. Day 1 of the Frontier Conference Tournament. JT, give us, honestly, kind of look back here at our first 3 games. We had 2 on the women's side, 1 on the men's side. Has everything gone to the way you expected it to at this point?
It's gone exactly like I expected it to. I really thought the Providence and Tech women's game would be a great game, and it ended up being so. I couldn't see in the first women's game.
As far as Dakota State?
Yeah, I couldn't see Dakota State being upset. They're just too good.
Yeah.
This men's game's got me a little bit because Bellevue is a heavy favorite. They finished second in the conference, and they are playing team number 7, and they're getting an exhibition in patience. And Northern is causing problems for them, and I think Northern just basically has to clear up one thing defensively against them, and that is they've got to stop the penetration. That's the only way Bellevue is scoring. They're not shooting the 3 tremendously. They're not shooting a lot of them, and they got to take the penetration away. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if I'm coaching, I'm going to say let them shoot a couple. Let's see what happens from the 3-point line. But then you got to rebound that 3-point line. So, and when the beast is in there for Bellevue, and he is a beast, he's tough to keep off the boards, and he's really tough when he gets easy access to the basketball.
Yeah, I think they have been completely different when Smith is on the floor.
Yeah,
and
no
rightly
question.
so. I mean, he is your aircraft carrier. He is the kind of guy that you adore.
He is, except I had one called Casey Briggs, except he didn't miss layups. He went up and stuck it in the hole. These guys have missed some bunnies.
Yeah,
they have missed 10 to 12 bunnies where they should have a big lead here.
Talk about what, if you are Bellevue, what are you talking about in the locker room, and what do you trying to clean up or adjust as we get ready for the back 20 minutes?
Well, I think they started to clean it up in the last couple minutes when they started getting to the hole and knocking some shots down. But I think they need to push the basketball. They're really not doing that. They're playing Northern's game. Let's walk it down the floor. I think they got to push it. That's their game. That's their style, and they've gotten away from it.
Yeah, you felt it for a second. There was a sense of urgency there for like that last 5 minutes or so when we talked about Bynum starting to heat up. But yeah, they came out slow to start the ball game. You know, I keep bringing up that urgency factor, but this is a one-loss tournament. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to fight your way back. If you lose, you're done.
It's over.
And so, yeah, they just have not had a real sense of, you know, urgency in their game, a sense of dread, and we'll see if they're able to get that instilled here in the next 20 minutes.
When I watched them play Montana Tech here at Montana Tech, they played with so much tenacity. I don't recognize that same tenacity here tonight with their basketball team, especially defensively. I don't see that hunger they have, the drive to beat somebody, and I don't know if it's because it's 2 versus 7 or if Northern's band plays real slow music and just allows you to put the other team to sleep. I don't know which it is, but
I think it's the option
something's
too.
worked. Yeah,
I think Northern's band is just putting them to sleep.
And when I say band, I'm comparing them to the baseball team. I think they're putting them to sleep. They're not making mistakes.
No.
4 turnovers. God can't beat that.
Exactly. And then if you're only giving them a possession like every 40 seconds,
Yes.
if they miss a shot, they get in their head, and it all plays into your hands if you're able to keep that pace that low. So we'll see if is that the big one in your opinion? Bruins just have to put the pedal to the floor, and if they do that in the first 3 minutes, do you see a pretty drastic change?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the other thing is make your easy shots. I'm telling you, they've missed 10 to 12 shots from 3 feet in. You got to put those in. You're a college basketball player. There's no time for front of the rim or back of the rim or off the glass. You're getting to be a grown man now. Get up there and put the ball in the hole, and that's what great competitors do.
Northern leads 42-33. Frontier Conference tournament action here on a Friday at the Butte Civic Center. We'll take a break. Your second half is coming up.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Back here once again to the Butte Civic Center. Frontier Conference tournament action, day one. We have 20 minutes in regulation left in day one. Then we'll have a full day tomorrow. Our first game on the women's side is Rocky and Northern. Rocky, the 4 seed, Northern, the 5 seed. That one will be at noon. And that is followed by Carroll and Western, the 2:30 quarterfinal game. Carroll, the 3 seed, Western, the 6 seed. And those are the first 2 games on the women's side tomorrow. And the winners of those, of course, will advance into the semifinal on Sunday. On the men's side tomorrow, we'll start off at 5 p.m. with Montana Tech and UM Western. That's going to be a fight.
Fist fight. Street fight. They always are.
You know, it's you get those games that are... Yeah, anyway, it's going to be a brawl.
Yes.
And then from there, you have Carroll and Dakota State at 7:30 tomorrow night, the final quarterfinal. Carroll, the 3 seed, Dakota State, the 6 seed, and looking forward to that one as well.
Great matchups. We're going to find some things happen. We're going to see who opens up this first 3 minutes to win or get in this game, one or the other.
So Bellevue will inbound. Thompson will look to get it into Bynum. Again, Ahmad Bynum, number 11 there. We'll get a look at him here in a moment as he'll look to get the inbound. Bynum in the backcourt. He is their leading scorer. He currently sits at 9. He went on a nice little tear there to get his 9 points. Thompson, left side, Phillips. Down to the block to Big Smith. Smith fighting his way into the paint, puts it up off balance, gets his own offensive rebound back up. No. And Northern will go the other way.
Those are the little bunnies we talked about. I think they opened up right, go inside to him, but he's got to knock those down. Has to.
Ramos had a fantastic first half. They'll move it around the arc left side as it goes out to Delp. Delp around a screen, steps back, lobs it down on the block. Nice feed across. Shot is up and out, but second, we're going to get a whistle and a foul as Maxwell is going to go to the foul line.
Northern passing the ball exceptionally well. Those were 2 great passes, even though he got fouled. They got a tip in from it that was late.
So Maxwell will go to the line. We talked about it at the end of the first half, and as we come out here in the second half, I look down and I see Sayers on the bench, and he has his warm-up jersey, or warm-up sweatshirt, if you will, back on. So he had picked up those 2 fouls, had Leon Sayers the 4th, and maybe there was something else going on, whether it's an injury or something else, but Sayers is on the bench for the Lights right now.
Hope he's not hurt.
Agreed. Back the other way, Bellevue. Northern by 11. As looking to set things up. Far side. Phillips backs up. Phillips, baseline take, good, strong defense as usual. Phillips tries to lean into the defender. His shot no good, tipped out, taken by Northern.
How many of those have they missed tonight?
A lot. And they're not getting many second chance looks either.
No, they are not.
We're going to get an offensive foul. Moving screen is going to be called against Maxwell. Nowhere near set that time, so Maxwell will pick up his first personal foul, and Bynum will bring him the other way. Bellevue into the offensive side. Bynum, a great first step again, and he's going to take it right to the hole. Bynum has 11.
That's what I talked about halftime. They had to talk about, do not let them have that easy an access. That's a great move by Bynum.
9 points.
Explosive.
Yeah, big time. They need him to do that.
Yes.
Lights on the wing. Pula goes wide left. 3-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Pula. He's going to clear it all the way back up top. Head fake. Through the lane, comes across to Ramos. Nice floater to the rack. Won't go. Another miss, Bunny, but Pula is there. Clears up right side. Ramos through the lane. Great pass. Sayers goes up and in. So after all my long speech about him might not come back, he's up back on the floor.
Chaos created an easy basket there. That ball was everywhere.
So Leon Sayers, the 4th, gets his first field goal here in the second half. His first field goal in a while. That one's going to be picked off by Ramos. Ramos going to stop. Transition 3, no good. Phillips with a rebound. Northern by 11. Phillips near side. 3-point shot is money. That's a good-looking shot that time as Montgomery puts it down. Montgomery, 3 points on the night.
That's a 5-point swing. They took the 3 with no rebounders, nobody around. Just pull it out, run your offense. That's what you've done well all night long. And then he hits a 3, so you lose 2 and gain 3 down here.
Pula wide lefts. Around a screen, Maxwell looking down toward the baseline, trying to find somewhere to go. Moves it up top to Ramos, now to Pula. Sayers, Maxwell for 3, gets it. Maxwell, the junior, knocks that one down. Maxwell with 6 points here in this contest. The Lights back up by 11. Smith has it right at the top of the horn. Pula waiting for him in the paint. 3-point shot, Bynum, and he'll knock it down.
Yeah.
And Bynum's going to get a technical.
Yes, he is.
Bynum is going to get a technical. So Bynum with the technical. Now it's Smith going to get him out of there.
Yeah, coach can come out and complain. Be classy. Don't say anything.
When he came over to the scorer's table, is there a possibility of a warning as well there?
Possibility, and that the coach better slow down here too. They're going to end up shooting 4 free throws and getting the ball out.
So Bynum gets the technical. Ramos will shoot the free throws.
Something had to be said, or you had to get dramatic about in-your-face stuff. Kids today got to learn, just play the game. This isn't the NBA. Just play the game. Get the job done that you're supposed to get done. You can't control the officials, and you certainly can't say anything.
Ramos misses his first, gets the ball for attempt number 2. And he gets that one down. The way the official came over after the technical call, it really felt like there was a warning possibly on Coach Gabriel, but that I don't know for sure.
Well, he's working on one right now because he's right out on the court.
A 9-point advantage here for Northern.
He's still following him down the court.
He is fired up.
Yeah, but he can't afford to get. He's not the guy in the lead here. There's a time to get a technical and a time not to work for one.
Sayers, pass up to Holacek. Holacek attacks, whistle and a foul. Thompson's going to pick up the personal. So Thompson will pick up the personal foul, and Holacek will go to the line.
Right now is when you as a team want to get your composure back together. You haven't played extremely well up to this point. At some point, you've got to find that.
Holacek, an 83% free throw shooter, something we talked about earlier, is that this Northern team is very good from the foul line. And Holacek gets them both. An 11-point lead for Northern. Into the offensive side we go. Down the left side of the paint, attacking right hand. Ball comes out, whistle and a foul as Matok makes the move. Nice job by Matok to get that back under control. He lost it initially when he went up. And he gets it back, and he'll go to the line. So Matok at the line here. 16-15 left to play in this ball game. Substitutions in as Gillett will come into the ball game. Also, Rafe McEnroe, the senior out of Honolulu, will check in. That's a great name, Rafe McEnroe.
Well, that's a great name, but why would you go from Honolulu to Havre with the weather difference?
Oh, they're basically the same place.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, really.
The weather, just the winter versus, oh, my.
McEnroe.
This kid's my hero.
To Holacek, nice backdoor cut, well defended. Delp picks up the dribble. Now back to McEnroe. McEnroe fighting his way into the paint. Spins, hands it off, tipped away by Thompson.
Got to put that on the floor. You can't flip that in the air.
Montgomery the other way. Fighting on the inside. Comes back out to Montgomery. Now Halliburton. Shot clock at 15. Bellevue will readjust. Montgomery gets it. He's going to fire the 3. It rims out. And saved. It goes to Northern. It feels like every one of those loose balls comes up to Northern at this point.
I was just going to say they're picking up all the loose balls.
Good pass down the left side of the paint. McEnroe's going to turn and fire. That one rattles out.
Halfway down, halfway out, halfway down, then it came out.
Thompson, great pass to Montgomery. Jump stop, Montgomery. Out to the wing to Thompson. Thompson going to hand it off to Halliburton. Halliburton with the right hand, drives through the lane. He'll attack. That one no good. Goes out of bounds. Northern basketball. From word go, it just has felt like every one of those kind of breaks that you get in a game. You know, they always seem to go back and forth, but the bulk of them are falling for MSU-Northern here as of right now.
That is absolutely true, and Bellevue really hasn't got anything that's given them a big break here tonight. Everything's gone against them.
52-42, Northern up over Bellevue. We have a timeout, so we'll take one. We're back here to the Civic Center in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Back here to the Butte Civic Center, 52-42, Northern with a 10-point advantage over Bellevue. As they come out here after the break, Northern shooting 52% from the floor, Bellevue up to 39%. But Northern still leads by 10, Gillett in the backcourt. The young freshman had a really nice first half, 8 points. Little shake and bake. Gillett's going to attack Smith. Puts it off the glass too hard. Offensive rebound and a foul. The glass by Geldy underneath. And he is going to be fouled. 14:43 left to play here in this ball game. The lob pass comes out. Ramos down in the corner. Turns to the right hand. Nice pass out to the edge. Now up top, Ramos. Ramos, switch dribble, lost it for a moment. Handoff, shot clock down to 5. Delp attacks into the double team, kicks it in the corner. Shot is on the way. Shot is out.
Wow. Right down to the wire.
10-point lead, Northern. Phillips into the offensive side. Phillips and Bynum both have 14 for Bellevue. As Smith backing it up, turns to his left. Great touch that time. He went to his left, put it up with the right hand, and rolls it in. 6 minutes gone here in this second half. Gillett will bring it across the timeline. Gillett, pass goes left. As moves out there, Geldy now underneath, goes up, whistling a foul.
What a great quick move to reverse back to the other side of the rim.
Pass went deep to Clayson Delp, the junior out of Washington.
That is street basketball at its finest right there.
Delp will go to the line here. Delp, 68% from the foul line, gets his first.
Where's Delp from?
Delp is from Washington. Let me get the Zillah, Washington. Z-I-L-L-A-H. Zillah, I'm guessing is correct pronunciation.
I have no idea where Zillah, Washington is.
Delp second. That's the one thing we have learned this year is we are going to fail miserably at a geography test.
Yes, we are.
In the current Frontier Conference. Driving down underneath. Nice, strong take. Shot won't go. Tipped out. Smith gets it. Pass goes out to Montgomery. Montgomery to Halliburton. Down inside it goes. Fighting left-handed skyhook. Won't fall. Great effort that time as Bellevue with that sense of urgency starting to get after a little bit. But again, Matak just couldn't get it to go.
Win or lose, they're going to go back and study this film. And they're going to find it unbelievable how many short shots they missed. Within the 2 to 3 foot range.
Yeah. Matak at the line gets his first. Northern leading by 8. They continue to chop away at it a little bit here. Matak gets number 2. A 7-point lead for the Lights. Delp in the backcourt. Phillips comes up to meet him. Delp, bounce pass goes left. Across to Gillett. Gillett to Delp. Around a screen. Delp throws it into the high post. They tried to lob it into the block, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul as Matak got up, got the steal.
Well, the play was designed to go like that, but he's got to get it up over the top of the defender. He threw it right into his hands.
Matak using that size. He'll go up and wrestle it, and Bellevue a chance to chip away here. Far right side with it. As Matak now to Halliburton. Down to the block to Smith. Smith turns to his left, pump fake once, gets it up, gets it in.
Yeah, they're getting it lower and a little more in the paint on the block, making it a lot easier to score.
9 points for Smith. A 5-point lead for Bellevue as they're starting to get it rolling a little bit.
There's the matchup he wanted right there.
3-point shot up and in for Gillett.
Big cannot come out and guard him. He's too quick. He'll blow by him. Gave him a wide open 3.
Gillett has 11. Phillips goes up and draws the foul. Boy, Phillips went airborne, didn't have full possession of that basketball. Was able to get the shot up in transition, but does get bailed out with the whistle, so Phillips at the line. Jaden Phillips had a fantastic first half. Trying to get things moving here in the second half. He had half of Bellevue's scoring in the first 20 minutes. Substitutions on both sides of the coins. Thompson comes in. Also, Leon Sayers IV is in. 12:24 left to play here in this ball game. Northern by 7. Make it 8. Skylights. Lights back the other way. Maxwell across the timeline. Bounce pass. As he'll move it there to Holacek. Holacek moves up top. Ramos. Little stutter step. Ramos into the double team. Ramos attacks, puts it up, and gets it. Nice. What a shot by Ramos.
That was some pressure shot, big time.
13 points for Ramos in the ball game. 8-point lead for Northern. Halliburton attacks.
Yes, sir. He fired that forearm out there and pushed.
So the offensive will go to Northern. And the Lights to bring her down the floor.
Northern's done a better job themselves of stopping some of that penetration. You aren't going to stop it all, but you can limit what they do.
Sayers looking for Gillett. Gillett being well defended right now. Step back, fall away jumper, comes up short. Halliburton with it. Halliburton the other way across midcourts. Pass comes here on the near side. Phillips, little shake and bake. Phillips puts it up. Phillips, it rolls out. Saved by Northern. Tremendous job by Gillett on the baseline. Northern a chance to get this double digits. Nice pass through the lane. Smith still able to get a piece of it. What tremendous vision by Smith that time as he went flying across the baseline.
I can't believe he got that block. That was tremendous.
That was incredible.
That was. He came out of nowhere.
The presence of mind to get a piece on that. You know, you're defending a guy with the ball, and as he passes it, just get a big arm up there. That's a heck of a play by Smith. Lob pass out to Gillett. Gillett, again, the freshman out of Box Elder, has 11 points here in this ball game. Looks up, moves it here on the near side. 3-point shot is up and out. And crashing the boards is Maxwell. Loose. Smith picks it up. Boy, these guys just getting after it right now. Down the other way, bodied up, whistle, and a foul. They wave the shot. And Matak is going to a non-shooting foul, I believe.
Absolutely non-shooting foul. And if he would have just held his ground, he'd have drawn a charge. He reached out for the ball.
10:47 left to play here in the ball game. Northern by 8. Both teams with 6 fouls, so the next one will put either team into the bonus.
Need to dig. They need to help.
Smith double teamed. Comes up top, fed through the middle, taken away. Great read by Ramos.
Smart guards.
Very much so.
They cannot let him own the block down there. He's just too strong for everybody.
Austin Ramos, a junior. Boy, he and Gillett are going to be a nightmare at guard next year for Northern. Gillett gets it wide left. Around a screen, he's going to attack. Puts it up, gets it in the foul. Gillett rolls it down. Trayson Gillett, again, the freshman, gets the basket. I will always, whenever I think of Box Elder, I'll just think of when they won their state championship on this floor.
Yes.
We called that tournament. It's been a little while ago now, but my goodness, we had fun.
Well, I called the one last year when they won it.
Yeah.
And they had 3 great players. I don't know where they all went, but they were all excellent basketball players.
Free throw off the back of the iron, no good. Smith grabs the rebound. He'll clear it off. And Halliburton goes the other way. Northern by 10 at the midway point here of the second half. Halliburton looking on the inside, lobs it into Smith. Smith double teamed. Now hands it off to Thompson. Thompson back to the wing. 3-point shot, Montgomery, no good. Defensive rebound, Northern quickly gets away with it, and Northern the other way. Gillett into the offensive side. Gillett switch dribble. Nice pass underneath. My goodness, tremendous vision as Geldy gets the pass and the points.
Gillett is drawing company.
Gillett has 13 points. Geldy now with 4. That one tipped out loose and over the back.
Yeah, big time over the back.
Yep. Geldy doesn't like the call, but most certainly the case, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor. 9:25 left to play in the ball game. Northern up by 12. Frontier Conference Tournament here at the Butte Civic Center. We're back here in a moment. (62-50) our score. Northern leads by 12. We talked about that no sense of urgency for Bellevue in the first half. That certainly is not the case any longer.
It is not, and Northern has really made some great plays coming down the middle of the game here. They have really attacked the basket. Gillett's been fantastic.
Yeah, he's been awesome. So Smith at the line. Smith, front half of the bonus, no good.
Got to make free throws when you're down.
Both teams, 17 fouls as of right now. And the foul line going to play a big factor here as this one continues. Around the arc, left side. Driving into the paint, Maxwell. Puts on the brakes. Maxwell clears it back up top. Holacek and a 3-second call.
I figured they were going to get him. He didn't get out of there.
So a 3-second call. Coach Hughes chatting with the official.
The official was trying to explain it the best way he could.
9 minutes left to play. As Maxwell looking to set things, or excuse me, rather Halliburton setting it up. Halliburton drifting to his right, pass. Comes up top, out on the edge to Phillips. Bobbled it for just a moment. Phillips, they've done a nice job kind of containing him a little bit here in the second half. Big rebound, Smith. Pass across, and that one didn't see it coming. It's going to remain Bellevue basketball.
This is, they should have had a bucket under. I couldn't figure out what they were trying to do with the basketball. Just get it to the big. He had a little jump hook.
The inbound pass, Montgomery. Now to Matak. Matak driving hard. He'll attack with the right hand. Somebody put a quarter in him here in the second half.
Yeah, he's been the guy the second half.
10-point lead for Northern. Yeah, I like the aggression that Matak is showing here over the last 10 minutes or so. Pass down on the block, trying to fight. Sky hook. That's a great shot on the inside by Holacek.
They're letting him play down there.
14 points for Holacek. Northern by a dozen. Halliburton, nice pass to Smith. That one partially tipped, but Smith able to get it in. So Smith with the basket. R.J. Smith. 9 points on the night here for Bellevue. Gillett to Holacek. Holacek back across to Gillett. Gillett's going to fire. That one's going to go long. Defensive rebound, Phillips.
That's his shot. You got to let him take that.
7:30 left to play here in the ball game. Phillips from downtown. It's good. Good looking stroke by Jaden Phillips.
Good timeout by Coach Hughes. That's a big shot for Bellevue.
7-point lead here for Northern. 7:24 left to play in the ball game. It's a full timeout, so we'll take one. We're back here in just a moment.
I think there was a lot of personal growth for me at Rocky. I think I didn't have to be a police officer 24/7 or an art student 24/7, that I could actually do both at the same time.
It's a wonderful institution staffed by wonderful, caring professionals.
Until you get onto the campus and dive into what it actually has to offer, I think you'll find that there's probably something here for you.
A 7-point lead for the Lights of MSU-Northern. As we take a look at team numbers, Northern shooting 51% from the floor. On the other side, Bellevue have climbed up to 41%. Turnovers still low. Northern with 6, 4 on the other side for Bellevue. Rebounding margin within 1, no real difference there. And this one is going to come down to the foul line. Both teams in the bonus.
Yeah, Bellevue's getting the job done with through the post now. They're knocking those shots down from 1 and 2 feet that they were missing, and I'm telling you, there's a dozen of them that they missed. They left 24 points on the table. But right now, the pressure's on Northern to score and keep ahead of these guys. A lot of time left on the clock.
Trayson Gillett around a screen, going left. Passes back to Holacek. Holacek. He'll get it off to Delp. Delp toward the top of the horn, moving left. Passes that way to Gillett. Gillett drops it into Holacek. Holacek fighting his way into the paint. Sky hook. He gets it again.
Holacek's not afraid to bang down there on the block.
Holacek, 16 points for Luke. He is the leading scorer on the floor for MSU Northern. Attacking. Matak's shot won't go, or does roll in, excuse me. And Matak gets the field goal again. A strong take by Matak.
They've got to go up and deny Matak. I don't know if he can get to the hoop that easy with somebody pressuring him.
Northern by 7. Holacek hands it off. Ramos. Ramos on the wing. Looking on the interior, lobs it into Holacek, draws the quick double team, and he's going to be fouled by Matak.
Yeah, Matak knew he fouled him.
Yep. Gave the official the thumbs up.
Okay, 6:13. If ever free throws became part of your life, it's now for both teams.
And that is the case here as Luke Holacek, the junior out of Spokane. Leading scorer right now for Northern with 16. And his first is on the way. That's good. Holacek will shoot one more. 6:13 left to play here in the ball game. An 8-point lead for Northern. Very physical ball game here in this one. Holacek back to the foul line. Free throw attempt is up and good. Holacek gets them both. A 9-point lead for Northern. Bellevue into the offensive side. Halliburton across to Phillips. Phillips looking on the inside. Phillips, the leading scorer once again with 19, into Smith. Double team. Smith with the sky hook. Kisses it off the glass and in for 2. Nice shot by Smith that time as the loose double team was on him. Great feed underneath. That one, there wasn't anyone anywhere near Sayers, and he'll roll it in for 2.
No switch on the screen. Left him go down the key all by himself.
Up top, Halliburton. Head fake. Puts on the brakes. Hands it off to Thompson. Thompson fighting underneath. His shot no good. Offensive rebound. Smith clears it back up top.
That's all right. They're letting them run clock.
9-point lead. Phillips from downtown. That one no good. Sayers blocking out, gets the rebound.
Northern should just take their time now. Force them into playing some defense. Force them to send them to the free throw line.
Coming up on the 5-minute mark here in this ball game. Around a screen. Ramos to Holacek. Holacek for 3. Short. Rebound. Phillips. Phillips back the other way. He'll drift all the way down to the right wing. Phillips inside to Smith. Smith one-on-one with Sayers. Turns to his right hand. That one rolls out. Northern basketball.
Do you want to count how many they've missed, or do you want me to?
Big collision there as Phillips tried to take that one away. And Phillips will pick up the personal foul. I have him for 4. And there is a full timeout on the floor. Northern leading 70-61. Frontier Conference Tournament here on a Friday night. We'll take a break. We're back in just a minute. Back here after the timeouts. Again, thanks for joining us here with the Frontier Conference Game 4, our 4th and final game of the day. Tomorrow we'll get back into action at noon with 2 games on the women's side, followed by 2 games on the men's side as well. And after the timeouts, we'll stack up the key. And Gillett will go to the foul line. Trayson Gillett has been nothing short of fantastic today.
Yeah, freshman. Good job. Tremendous player. And now he's got to become a tremendous free throw shooter because he wants to keep this lead extended.
Trayson Gillett, 0 of 2 from the free throw line so far. And he misses that one as well. 0 of 3 for Gillett. Northern by 9.
Makes the game interesting, but the miss.
Phillips into Smith.
Need help.
Smith backing it up. Fights his way through. Goes and gets it with a right hand.
Too easy.
Down the other way. Delp will bring it across the timeline. Delp switch dribble moving to his left. Passes that way. Sayers. Now to Gillett. Good defensive pressure by Halliburton. Boy, wonderful defense by Halliburton. They read pick and roll.
The whole thing.
He saw that pass coming. Great bounce pass, and he still got a piece of it. That was a fantastic play by Halliburton. Northern will inbound, 12 on the shot clock. Pass comes into Sayers. He'll put on the brakes and hand it off. Clayson Delp, the junior, will run the offense. Shot clock at 4. Delp to the wing. Three-point shot is on the way. No good. Smith with the rebound.
They're going to go back to the block right now because they're not getting help down there, and he's an advantage.
Halliburton into the high post. Bounce pass to Smith. Double team. Wraparound pass goes across. Smith gets it back. Now it comes all the way out. 3:35 left to play. Phillips setting it up.
Missed opportunity that time for Bellevue.
Phillips lost it out of bounds. It will remain Bellevue basketball. 3:28 left to play here in this ball game. Northern by 7. Frontier Conference Tournament. Again, Bellevue, the 2 seed. Northern, the 7 seed. The winner will play on Sunday.
Here it comes to the block again.
The inbound to Montgomery. Shot clock at 3. Matak attacks and gets it. So Matak will roll it in. Matak, 9 points in this contest. The lead down to 5. Northern drifting left. Pass comes up top. And we're going to get a timeout call. Bellevue battling here. Northern with the lead, but maybe some momentum shifting here. We shall see. 3:05 left to play in the ball game. Northern up 70-65. Let's take a look at team numbers real quickly. Northern still 51% shooting from the floor. Bellevue up to 43%. That number is just steadily crept up for Northern. Or rather for Bellevue, excuse me.
Bellevue, yep.
3:05 left to play.
Yeah, Coach Hugh was drawing something up here. It's a pretty critical possession, to be quite frank with you. They've got to be able to make something happen here if they want to maintain this lead. Otherwise, Bellevue's going to get down there. It's going into the block. It's going there every time because they can't stop it.
Phillips will guard the inbound. Watch Phillips. He has 4 personal fouls here. Delp. Pass comes into Gillett. Back to Delp. 3 minutes left to play. Northern by 5. Delp moves it across to Gillett. Down on the block it goes. That one is picked off by Montgomery.
I have no idea where he's going with that pass. It was totally covered.
Smith, 12 feet away. Smith banging with Sayers. Spins to his left, and he'll roll that one in. Smith cuts the lead to 3. Smith, 14 points. Northern with the basketball. 2:25 left to play here in the ball game. And Northern, Delp on the left side. Delp. Bellevue's defense has really shored up in a big way. Sayers double teamed, in trouble, and a jump ball will favor Northern.
Got a break there. He put it up right where they could. He's lucky he didn't just take it. They could have just let that ride, and Bellevue would have had the ball. Bellevue's putting a lot of pressure on Northern right now. They've got to attack the rim and get to the free throw line, get a layup.
We talked about the confidence that Northern had earlier. That seems to be falling away, stripped away, and a shot clock violation. Nice defense by Matak. So Matak causes Sayers to lose the handle on it, turns it into a shot clock violation, and that is Bellevue basketball.
If you were a betting man, where's the ball going?
I'm going to Smith, period.
Every time. Either one of them.
Yeah,
Either
truly.
One of them.
Yeah, but the way Matak has really attacked here in the second half. Matak will go to the left hand this time. Double team, foul. Gillett reaching in. Oh, actually, no, it's not. They're going to go to Sayers. Sorry, I thought for sure it was Gillett on the reach in. And Sayers is going to foul out. So Sayers will foul out with a $1:54 left to play. And at the foul line is going to be Matak. Coach Hughes pleading his case with the officials. Matak misses the free throw. Loose on the ground, picked up by the Lights. Back the other way, Ramos. Ramos been a little quiet here in the second half after an explosive first half. Delp. to Ramos. $1:35 left to play. A 3-point advantage for Northern. Ramos drifting left. Pass comes up top. Shot clock at 5. No looks yet. Gillett gets hammered, and he'll get bailed out.
Wow, with 2 on the shot clock. That was great defense.
Northern didn't even have a look at the rim.
Didn't have a chance for a look at the rim. That is
close.
A big-time foul.
So Smith will pick up the foul. And that is his first personal foul. And at the foul line is going to be Trayson Gillett.
He's struggling at the line.
I was going to say, if you're Bellevue, you're okay with that.
Got to find a way.
Gillett gets his first one down. 1 of 4 from the foul line.
I've always had a saying, this is what winners do. When it's on the line, you got to put your free throws down.
Gillett gets the ball for attempt number 2, money. So Gillett goes 2 of 2. The lead is 5. $1:25 left to play.
Just a comfort zone.
Gillett gets a huge steal. He'll move it across to Delp.
What a play. What a basketball play.
Monster play by Gillett. The lead is 7. 3-point shot. Phillips is good.
Wow, that guy can shoot from anywhere. He can shoot from Anaconda, Montana. That's a great shot.
That is an incredible shot. So Phillips adds to his numbers here. 19 points for Jaden Phillips. The lead is 4, and we'll get a timeout.
I don't know if Northern's trying to find a way to lose or what. But what a play this was down here. Then you got to get out and play him. Make it put it to the floor. You can't let him shoot threes. Obviously, this guy can shoot the 3. But you got to get out and make it. It's all right if you foul them. They're going to get 2 free throws, but you can't give up 3s when you got a lead.
Jaden Phillips has been fantastic for Bellevue tonight. He's 8 of 16 from the floor, including 2 of 4 from downtown. 22 points, and he is the leading scorer on the floor.
He's a smooth player. This has been a fun game. This has been a real chess game with both teams, and it's been fun.
You know what, as I continue to kind of look down here, I haven't seen Bynum. I don't even see him on the bench currently. Bynum is not on the floor. I don't feel like he's been out much in the second half, if at all.
No, I was wondering I was thinking maybe he got hurt or something. I didn't even pay attention to the bench.
That's kind of where I've been trying to get. I have a really poor view of their bench, and he is not on their bench. So Bynum, their leading scorer, I don't think he came out in the second half, to be honest. So the officials will get him moving. 1:10 left to play here in regulation. The inbound to Ramos. Ramos to Delp, back to Ramos. Again, both those two over 80% free throw shooters. Northern by 4. Across the timeline, Gillett. Gillett, Halliburton on him. Gillett, bounce pass, goes across to Holacek. Holacek spins into the double team, fouled.
Well, this guy's a pretty good free throw shooter. I don't have a problem if I'm the coach putting him to the line. And it's a little more relaxing when there's not the pressure of a one-on-one. You get to shoot 2.
Matak gets the personal foul. We brought it up earlier, but he's had a really nice second half. You know, it felt like maybe he was playing on his heels a little bit in the first half, and he is just going downhill here in the back 20 minutes.
Oh, both those post players have been outstanding for Bellevue. You can't ask any more of them. And I know they had a tough time making some early, but they actually have pulled them back into this game late.
Holacek gets them both. 20 points on the night for Luke Holacek, Northern by 6.
Don't want to foul. Don't want to stop the clock.
Into the offensive side. Pass across to Phillips. Phillips has an opening. He's going to take it to the rim. That one rims out. Northern basketball.
That is just a bad break.
Into the offensive side come the Lights. Holding on to it. Whistle and a foul as Place and Delp will go to the foul line here for Northern. A 6-point lead for the Lights.
I've never seen a team miss as many short shots as Bellevue has tonight. I don't know if that's just bad luck or it's amazing how many. It's got to be around 15, 16 shots.
Yeah.
From 3 feet on in.
And Thompson will check in as Phillips is going to foul out. That is a big one. Jaden Phillips leads him in scoring, 22 points. Long, athletic guy. Has contributed monstrously on both sides of the ball.
Outstanding basketball player.
Delp gets his first. Thompson back in here for Bellevue. Northern leads by 7. And they're trying to get our first upset as far as seedings go in this tournament. Delp goes 2 of 2. Northern has been awesome here from the free throw line. They're 16 of 22 so far. And we're going to get a whistle on the other side as Gillett will pick up the personal.
Yeah, he never got any help. He never got any help on that. They set that high screen. Gillett run right over him. Somebody's got to tell him there's a screen coming because they need to help him out there. I mean, there was nothing said. He's trying to stop the ball and has no idea he's about to get knocked on his rear end.
Halliburton at the foul line. Front half of the bonus is money. Jermaine Halliburton, 2 points. Check that, 3 points here on the night. Halliburton, 1 of 5 from the floor. Now 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Halliburton's second is good.
Got to try to get steal. Oh, they let it in.
The inbound, Gillett Ramos is fouled in the backcourts. Yeah. So we'll walk the other way, and Ramos will go to the line.
Want your free throw shooters with the basketball.
That's it. And again, we've talked about it a lot today, but this Northern team shoots free throws awfully well. And Ramos towards the top of the pile, an 83% free throw shooter. He had a really good first half, 13 points. And he'll shoot himself a pair. First here is money. This has been fun.
This has been a fun game. Two really solid teams, and I told you the X factor coming in was Coach Hughes. He'll have a game plan, and you better be able to make some adjustments to it. His patience really has paid off here tonight.
Ramos goes 2 of 2, an 8-point lead under 20 seconds. Into the offensive side, Halliburton for 3. Short, tipped out, cleared into the hands of Gillett, and we're going to get a whistle on a foul in the backcourt as Delp gets fouled by Halliburton. As the Lights looking to advance into the semifinal. The winner of this one on the men's side will take on either Carroll or Dakota State, as the Saints and Trojans will play tomorrow night at 7:30. And, of course, we'll have that one for you here as well. Delp gets the first.
Yeah, they've made their free throws at crunch time, and that's the big part of the game. Down the stretch, can you knock these down? They have done that.
They've hit at 75%. That'll drop it just a wee bit. 9-point lead into the offensive side. Matok attacks, no good. Loose ball picked up by Thompson, and he'll roll it up and in. Bellevue will call a timeout.
Too little, too late.
3.4 seconds left to play.
Sometimes coaches just feel because they've been reading the book all their life, they got to call a timeout. When you're down 7 with 3 seconds to go, virtually impossible to overcome that.
I wish we had a storyline or a way to get you. Ahmad Bynum had 14 points in the first half. And again, I just don't think he came out on the floor in the second half.
Did he get a technical? Was he the one who got the technical? Did they remove him from the game?
No, I was going to say, I believe the technical, if memory, well, no, memory doesn't serve correct. I don't think he did, though.
That's the only way I can see him being out of the game, unless he's hurt or maybe coaching staff and him had words. You don't know, but he's a monster loss for that team. He's just too good.
Northern leads by 7. As they'll look to punch their ticket to the semifinals. Bellevue, the number 2 seed, is looking to see what they can do here, but the Lights looking to advance into the semis. Northern looking to inbound. The inbound pass to Ramos, and he's fouled quickly. 2.2 seconds left. 7-point lead for the Lights. We'll go the other way and shoot some free throws. As we have done throughout the rest of this tournament, we'll get Coach Hughes up here after the fact and a chat with him a little bit. And then we'll get ready for tomorrow. 4 more games tomorrow. At the foul line, Ramos. Ramos knocks down another one. Ramos, 15 points. And he gets the second as well. Bellevue will inbound. And that is going to do it. The Lights of MSU-Northern are going to advance into the semifinals as they take down the Bruins out of Bellevue 83-74. And just a fantastic ball game here tonight for MSU-Northern.
Absolute fantastic game. Northern had a great game plan coming in. They stayed to it. They never wavered. And just congratulations, Coach Hughes. You and I had talked about the X factor in this game was Coach Hughes, and he's the reason this took place. He just had this set up. The patience and the deliberate style of play just caused problems for Bellevue.
Bellevue shot 44% from the floor. They were 28 of 64, 40% from downtown, and 80% from the foul line here. They ended up with 5 turnovers is all in this ball game. Rebounding margin tied. Both teams had 31 total rebounds here in this contest. Individually for Bellevue, they were led by Jaden Phillips. 22 points for Phillips before he fouled out late. Phillips was 8 of 17 from the floor, 4 of 4 from the foul line. He had 3 rebounds as well. R.J. Smith with 15 points, Bynum with 14, Matok gets 11. Montgomery was 6 points on the evening, Halliburton with 4, Thompson with 2 for Bellevue as they get the win here. Rather, they fall to Northern 83-74. Now on the other side for Northern, taking a look here, Northern shot 52% from the floor. They were 26 of 50. 44% from downtown, and they shot 74% from the foul line here in this. 8 total turnovers for Northern, and let's go to individuals. Holacek leads them with 20 as Luke Holacek gets 20 points on the night. Austin Ramos with 17. Trayson Gillett, the freshman, with 15 here tonight. Delp gets 9, as does Leon Sayers, the 4th. Sayers got into foul trouble early, and he made his impact, though. 9 points here in the contest. Geldy gets 7, and Maxwell with 6 points on the night as Northern gets our first upset here in the tournament, 83-74, as they take down the Bruins out of Bellevue.
You have to believe in yourself, and they obviously did tonight. But you know the key to this game was? I've never seen so many missed shots point blank at the basket, and Bellevue missed a bundle of them. I have never seen that many missed.
So Coach Hughes is going to join us here for a second, so we'll check in. Watch yourself, please.
That's my fault. No excuses. What the hell am I doing?
Coach Hughes is here, Coach. Congratulations. I mean, that's a huge, huge win as you take down Bellevue. JT and I talk about it all the time, and one of the biggest X factors that anybody has in this conference tournament is you. I mean, you have a game plan, always prepared, and you came out with a sense of urgency. Your guys played well, and they kept Bellevue on their heels the entire first half.
It was a weird feeling this week. I mean, for people who don't know, sorry, running up those stairs.
No, the stairs aren't easy, are they?
We actually went through a lot of flu stuff the last 2 weeks, really bad. And then this was the first week of practice that we were back to normal.
Wow.
And you could see it. I mean, all week our guys' focus, their prep. I mean, you could see it out there on the floor tonight. I mean, had to make some adjustments on the fly, of course. I mean, what a team down there, that Bellevue bunch. I don't know if there's a tougher team. Well, there's a lot of tough teams in our league. Let's not kid ourselves. But you know, they're a load. Yeah. I mean, they are a load to try to try to get past them and move on to the next one. That's just a great effort from our guys, and the level of focus that they had is unbelievable.
That really feels like the key word. I mean, they came out and they absolutely just, you could tell that they were out there as a unit, as a team. You didn't miss a step off the bench. Gillett, your freshman, came in and performed monstrously. Sayers got into a little foul trouble, and you didn't miss a beat with anything off the bench and on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, credit the whole group. I hate to start naming names, but I will say, to your point, that it appears Trayson has a little soft spot for this place here at the Butte Civic Center.
You think maybe?
I hope so. I hope he can keep it rolling, because he sure did play great. And listen, I mean, you could go down the line. I hate to start doing it, but it was a total team effort, and we left our shoot around today at Tech, and I said, guys, I'm going to have to apologize for this, but I am going to tell you, I want to come back here to Tech tomorrow and have another practice. I never thought I'd say that being at Northern, but we did, and we're really tickled that we can do that, and got to get ready for the next one, because we feel like we could do it. We feel like there's nobody we can't beat, and we know it's going to take an effort, and you look at this league and you guys covering all these games. I mean, have you ever seen a more talented, physical, imposing size? I mean, top to bottom, every team.
Ugly.
I mean, it's just
it's so talented, and this is one. You always hear that coming into tournaments where it's anybody can win this. Anybody can. Truly. This is that tournament. I mean, JT and I keep talking about it. Like, this is one you run 10 times. You might have 7 or 8, even 9 different winners of the darn thing. There is so much talent, and if somebody gets hot or somebody goes cold, there could be a very big change in this tournament.
100%. 100%. You said it all. I don't need to say anything else.
That's not a great interview on my part. I'll let you out of here, man.
Yeah,
Coach Hughes, congratulations.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'll look forward to pestering you up in the hyper again tomorrow. I'll probably come stomping in.
Yeah, do it.
Take something else.
Do it. Absolutely.
Great win, though. Congratulations, and
Thank you.
We'll see you on Sunday.
That sounds wonderful.
Coach Hughes, ladies and gentlemen, as the MSU Northern Lights getting a monster win over Bellevue to wrap up day 1 of our Frontier Conference play, 83-74 Northern over Bellevue, and they will advance into the semifinals. So again, thanks for joining us, and remember, same schedule tomorrow as we'll get underway at noon. We'll have 2 games on the women's side of the bracket, followed by 2 games on the men's side of the bracket, the final 2 games in the quarterfinals, and that will set up our semifinals on Sunday. For John Thatcher and my great crew, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow at noon. Till then, take care.